Hi everyone, and welcome to our first Kundalini Yoga class. Kundalini Yoga is quite different to a normal Vinyasa or Yin Yoga class. So before we get started, I want to give you a few details or a few tips on how to go through this practice, because it will maybe not be that physical as you normally think. We will do most poses seated on the mat. But there will be a lot of different breathing, there will be some chanting at the beginning, and it will be quite intense. And there is so much air coming into your head that some people might feel dizzy. And if you feel dizzy, stop breathing or stop doing this excessive breath that I will show you in a second and come back to a normal breath and just hold the pose. So before we get started, a few things. We will use two kind of breathing techniques today. One is breath of fire and the other one is just an inhale and exhale. So we will do one pose, for example, where you bring your hands to your shoulders and you inhale and exhale with each movement. So you inhale and you exhale. And with these movements, and there are also other movements where we use this breath, I want you to do a really sharp inhale and exhale. You should hear it. So it sounds like this. This is the first breath. The second one is breath of fire. Some of you know breath of fire already. Breath of fire is an quick and powerful exhale through the nose, and we use our belly or our solar plexus to really pump out the air. So you can try this before we get into class, and one tip is that you clean your nose before you do it, because there will be a lot of stuff otherwise coming out of your nose. So to do breath of fire, first bring your hands onto your solar plexus and then take a breath in and out. Then inhale halfway and then breathe out forcefully through your nose a lot of time, and only focus on your exhale like this. And look at my belly. So it moves in and out. And this is what we want to do. We really want to press the air out of the belly. Okay, so this was breath of fire. The other thing that you will need today is Mula Bandha. Mula Bandha is an energetic lock, and Mula Bandha is the root lock. So to do this root lock, you want to squeeze all your sex organs together. So like holding a pea. So just squeeze them all together. Make your spine long, squeeze, 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 and then let go. And the last thing that I quickly want to explain are the chanting that we will do. So in Kundalini Yoga, we tune in and we tune out of class. We tune in with a mantra which is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And we chant this 3 times. And this mantra means something like a bow to the creative wisdom or a bow to the divine teacher within. And at the end, we will also chant. We will tune out with the chant of Sat Nam. And Sat Nam means I am truth, or truth is my identity. Okay, so a lot of explaining at the beginning, but this is our first Kundalini class, so I thought I'd give you some tips before that you know what we are doing. It is really strange if you do it the first time, but at some point you will get addicted to this practice. So let's get started. We start with tuning in. Rub your hands together. Really create some heat. Then bring your hands to your sternum. Really press your thumbs into your sternum and your arms are parallel to the mat. Then we breathe in 1 time, in and out. And then we inhale and we chant our mantra. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev That's it. And that's the weirdest part of the whole practice. So let's get started. The first exercise that we will do is in this seated position. So you can sit on a blanket or you can sit on a bolster, because we will stay here for a little while. Then bring your fingers to the balls of your hands. So don't build a fist, but really bring your fingers to the balls of your hand and point your thumbs up. Then bring your arms to a 60-degree angle. Relax your shoulders down, and we will do breath of fire here. So take one deep breath at the beginning and out. Then inhale halfway and start breath of fire. Inhale, hold the breath at the top, squeeze Mula Bandha. And exhale. Okay, next practice is kind of a seated cat and cow, but we will not use our head. So we will stay in easy pose, and with the inhale, you reach the belly forward and arch the spine, and with your exhale, you round the spine. And we will use this breath that I showed you at the beginning of class. So we inhale and exhale. Let's get started. Inhale, make the spine long, close your eyes, squeeze Mula Bandha. And exhale and relax. Our next pose is, or our next kriya is, where we bring the hands to our shoulders. Your thumbs are behind your shoulders and the rest of your fingers are in front of your shoulders. Then lift your elbows up that your arms are parallel to the mat. And as we said before, we inhale to the left and we exhale to the right. And again, we use this deep and intense breath. So inhale and exhale. A few more. Back to center. Inhale, hold the breath. And exhale. Let's close the eyes for a second. And notice how you feel different in your head already. So I normally feel pretty clear here already. Everything in your nose is cleaned out. Your brain is full of air. And just feel this lightness. Okay, next pose. You can use a blanket for that, or you can just sit on the mat, extend your legs in front of you, and we will do a seated forward bend, and we will do our breathing again. So if you can't reach for your toes here, you can bring either the blanket under your sitting bones, or you can roll the blanket up a little bit and bring them under your knees, or just bend your knees a little bit that you can touch your toes. Because in this pose, we really want to push a little pressure on the toes. So find your forward bend and then make your spine long. And with your inhale, you make your spine long. And with your exhale, you bend forward. So inhale. Inhale, extend the spine. Exhale and round the spine. Come to a comfortable forward bend. You can round your back here. You don't have to hold your toes anymore. Just bring your hands down on the mat, wherever they feel good. And just relax here for a minute. Take deep and slow breaths into your belly. Then slowly walk your hands back in, lift your torso up. And for the next exercise, you can, for the full pose, bring your right knee under your sitting bones and you sit on your heel. If this doesn't feel good for you, you can bring your heel next to your foot. Or if this also doesn't feel good, you can bring your right foot to the inside of the left leg. And I will do this on this side and maybe the other one on the other side. And then again, we come to a forward bend, but this time we will do breath of fire. Try to grab your foot here, and if you need to bend your knee a little bit, that's totally fine. So grab your foot, make your spine long, and we do breath of fire. Inhale, extend, and exhale. Other side. Sit on your foot, or bring it next to you, or bring your foot to the inside of the thigh. Then again, make your spine long, bend forward that you can grab your foot. Take one breath in and out. And then inhale for breath of fire. And slowly come back in. For the next pose, we come to a wide-legged seat. And again, here you can sit on a blanket or maybe even on a block. So bring the blanket behind you and then come to a wide-legged seat. Find a comfortable seat here. So we will do a few exercises here. So only extend your legs as far as it feels good. And with our inhale, we bring the arms up. And with the exhale, we come to one side. And if one side for you is here, or you only bend a little bit, that's totally fine. Just do whatever you can. So we inhale and exhale. Inhale to reach up. Squeeze your Mula Bandha. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Engage this pelvic floor. And then exhale, relax. And we come to a wide-legged forward bend. So just bring your arms in front of you wherever it feels good. Round your spine. Let your head hang heavy. And just relax here for a few breaths. And then slowly walk your hands back in. Lift your torso up. And we come down on our belly. So the next pose will be a Cobra pose. And in Cobra pose, we will do breath of fire. It feels really, really strange, but it is really good for you. So let's come down on your belly. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Bring your feet together to touch. Engage your thighs. And then roll your shoulders back and lift your torso up. And then we start breath of fire. We only do this for a short time. You can do that. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, come down and rest your head down. Maybe bring one cheek down. And swing your booty from left to right. Then slowly come up to a seated position. We are almost done. Come back to your easy pose. We now do the last really more intense exercise where we inhale and lift the shoulders up. Really lift them up as high as you can, up to the ears. And with your exhale, you let your shoulders fall down. We will start a little slower and we will get quicker and quicker towards the end. So let's start. Inhale and exhale. Let's try to get faster. And even faster. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze your sex organs together. Exhale, relax your shoulders down. And the last exercise is just to do some slow circles with your head. A few rounds in one direction. Imagine you draw big circles with your nose. Then switch direction. Then come back to center and come to Shavasana. So lay down on your back. And just as a traditional Shavasana, bring your arms next to your palms facing up. Bring your shoulders away from your ears. Let your feet fall to the sides. And melt down into the mat. Close your eyes and let your body get heavier and heavier. Slowly wiggle your toes and your fingers. Stretch your arms over your head. And then slowly come up to a seated position. Come back to easy pose. And we will tune out of the class. So rub your hands together again, that there really is a warmth in your hand. Then bring your hands to a prayer in front of your heart. Try to touch your sternum with your thumbs. And we tune out with the mantra Satnam. First we inhale and exhale. Then inhale to begin. Sat-nam. 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 Nam. Sat Nam. Thanks for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this class, which was a little different, and I see you the next time. Bye.